Hello, guys, and welcome back to a new episode. We are here today with Team ByteForce number 19234. How are you guys?
Hello guys, yeah, we are thrilled to be here. It's in Galatz is such a nice day, and we're actually feeling like we're talking like to some friends. We're going out and we're just talking. It's amazing. I even brought some coffee to get in the vibe, and we are ready for a really nice talk.
Yeah, can't wait for it.
Awesome. For the first question to get to know each other, can you tell us what's the reason behind joining this team?
Yeah, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I've been in this team for 4 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. Probably the main reason I always wanted to join this team, even this, like back in the fifth grade, I already knew that's when I first get into this high school, I want to join the robotics team, mainly because they did so many presentations back in the day in the school, in the other schools. They went through the city and they presented their robots, and they were really, really inspiring. I believe that's where the passion came from. And when I was in the sixth grade, I already knew I wanted to join the team. And that's how I joined it.
Yeah, well, my story is different. Actually, our stories are quite opposite. If he got in love with this program and with this team from the first start, I actually been here from since last year, actually. And I was here because I liked the project a lot. I already had experience, and thanks to this guy, because we're classmates, he showed me this team, and at first I started with some projects, see how this program is, how the team is going, and I, I'm really honest. In a few months, I actually started to love this program and this team, and the way that combines two different domains that in this era are necessary for our youth. That is the technological part and the part of the part of business, because it's not just uh, PR work. You actually have to organize and create events, to understand how to get funds, how to organize these funds. And I already had some experience in this area, and it was really nice to see that I can get out of my comfort zone and try to go in the technical domain a little bit, which actually helped me a lot during my university applications.
Well, since both of you have been in this uh, robotics bubble for quite some time, uh, did robotics had an positive impact on your journey overall? Like, did it help you evolve in some way in personal growth, or uh, you changed your future? Like, where do you want to get in the future goals? And if so, would you like to give us an example?
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start
Okay,
again.
okay.
Joining this robotics team definitely opened my eyes. In the last 2 years, I've been the team leader, and I got to understand how you should run a team, how you should promote yourself, first of all. And those lessons definitely will last with me my whole life. Now I'm getting ready to join the university, and I'm feeling like uh, there is no stress, there is absolutely no pressure on me, because if I've already been for 4 years in this robotics team and I've learned so much, what else? I'm feeling like what else is there to challenge me? I feel like during these robotic years, I've been through so much, and it's given me so much confidence that I can definitely do whatever I put my mind to. And that definitely helped. That's the positive impact.
Yeah, well, as I said before, I like that this program actually pushes you to try the two different domains, and you can see the outcome. There are so many members in our team who have been for 1 or 2 years, and you already see the evolution, because they don't stay on one domain. They try to expand. They have a really round evolution, and this happened to me as well. Before I joined this team, I was pretty much focused to join a university in Europe for business administration alone. But because of this team, I actually realized, like last year, I realized that I don't want to do just that. And so I wanted to try something new, something more. And now I have been admitted to a double degree, in which it includes the business administration and business and data analytics. And I will continue to study computer science as well in the business and data analytics. So I must say that it really helped me evolve and step up. It was an experience that opened my eyes to something new. I didn't have the courage to try this before, but because of my members, because of this experience, they pushed me to try these things, and I realized that I actually like these things. So yeah, I have like half of my future is thanks for this, for because of this team. I am really grateful for that.
That's
And also the
impressive.
connection.
Congrats for your degree. That's really impressive.
Thank you, thank you.
Can you tell us what is your favorite moment or your favorite memory from when you joined the team till now?
You want to start?
Well, I have several, like the best things that I remember from this team is at the beginning and kind of the area from now, because I saw some struggles in the beginning with the organizations for some events, for some members that struggle with public speaking or to organizing their time well. And now I get so much satisfaction from seeing them, like the same persons in just a year gap, that's uh, they do not have this fear of public speaking. They know how to organize a budget or their time. They are different persons, and that makes me feel so proud of them and so proud of myself, because I as well, I'm trying new things, as I said. And yeah, I think this feeling of accomplishment, that you have evolved and you expanded your comfort zone, that is the greatest feeling I got from this competition and from this team. What about you?
And for me, it has to be the final in the Bucharest Twin Cup. Reaching that point with a team that only started, like the generation that only started past summer, and in 1 year to start from ground zero with almost no experience and get to the top so fast. For me, it was incredible. That has to be my favorite moment.
Oh, and let's not forget
Yep.
our time on the road. Like our whole team on the train. It's always amazing. It's always fun. We find some new things to entertain us, and it is bonding time, because you know, in our country to take the train takes kind of long, but there is a plus to it, because this time you can actually create bonds or even work on the bonds you already have created, and it's really nice. The games we have, the labs we have, it's amazing. At some point, actually, at our first Excel talks, um, we were on the train. It has been how many hours? I don't remember.
12 hours.
12 hours, and we got there at I think 10 or 10:30 p.m. like in the night. We were so tired, and the train stopped in one of the two stations of Alba Iulia, because there is one that is at the border of Alba Iulia, I know. And I said, wait, let's see if this is the right station. Let's see. But they were so hurried, they were so tired, they wanted just to go. And they got out of the train, and thanks to some man that shouted at us, "Are you sure this is your station? You look a big group. Do you want to where are gonna stay?" And then we realized, well, they realized, I was kind of expecting it. They realized that it's not actually the right station. And we are laughing about it even now when we remember it. It's so nice. And now you can see how many times they check is the right station. They are not that impatient, but yeah, that was a great experience, a fun experience.
Well, you both are high school students, and I am wondering, how do you balance your time between academics efforts, extracurricular, and the robotics part in general? Because as for me goes, it's quite hard jungling with uh, everything. Even At some point, I just started waking up at 4 just so I can go into school, make my homework, then the full school part, and after that, till the night, robotics. So how do you can manage all of these things together?
Do you want to start?
Okay, I can start.
Okay.
So it's definitely a struggle. It's definitely quite difficult balancing these. Of course, nights when you stay till 3 p.m., 3 a.m., sorry, 3 a.m., yeah, in the hub, and you're working on robot, you're working on autonomy, definitely takes a toll on you. And the next day, you can't really go to school. You kind of have to miss some lessons. But thanks to our school, I believe, I don't know if this is the general case, but we get some kind of the teachers aren't that strict, and they if they understand that you had a competition, you came back Sunday very late, and Monday they probably won't give you a test or they won't score you. But balancing, of course, robotics, informatics, all the activities requires some sacrifices. Maybe you have to know that this is what you like doing, and if you have a passion for it, it won't be that hard. It will be easier if you actually enjoy doing it.
Well, for me, I see it as an opportunity. It is, as you said, as he said as well, it is a challenge. It is a challenge, this, but I think it pushes us to organize our time better. And the most important thing, we learn how to put our priorities straight, because as teenagers, we always feel like we have time for everything. We can do everything. It's okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But because of so many things that are coming from the club, from the school, from other activities that you have, you are pushed to learn that you cannot do everything in one single day. You cannot do all of the things, and so it helps you with with your sense of responsibility, and you know, and or you learn how to put your priorities. Okay, I can do this now. I can't have this activity now. I'll do this and this because these are my priorities, and I'll do that the next day. There is there is no need to push ourselves beyond our capacity, because we're not going to do it right. And so I think it's a really good opportunity for us to understand how to be responsible and for our priorities, because I believe that when we are going to go to university, there is going to be a similar situations. There are going to be a lot of opportunities and a lot of activities that you'll have to focus on. So you have to put your priorities straight. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know why, but sometimes I quite enjoy when I have a lot to do, when I have my schedule full. I feel like I'm in my zone. I'll do all these things, and when I don't have a full schedule, I feel like I waste this time. Sometimes my girlfriend would laugh at me and say that I have a little bit of ADHD, that I have to keep focused on something. Yeah, but I believe that it helps me to, feel like I'm useful, and it helps me to set my priorities.
So to change a little bit the questions, there was a rumor for a long time that the next season team is going to be water games. What's your opinion on that?
I'll let my colleagues say something first, but I want to say just one thing, like first. If there will be a water game, I will be really upset that I will have to go and I will not be present to all competitions with the water game. Like it feels like I feel it's a bit attacked. Like they I feel like they did this on purpose. They hear that we are gonna go, and they're just, yeah, okay, we're gonna start with the water game now. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, they're going. Too bad. But yeah, I'll let my colleagues say something.
Okay. As far as the water game goes, I believe it's going to be our city's time to shine, because we've been putting off that event, that demo on the boat for too many years, and water game would be the perfect opportunity to do something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, we are, at the Danube, and we like our whole theme is based on on water, so it would be our time to shine to do so many events with water. But unfortunately, we will not be in the core of these activities because we'll be gone. But as alumni, we hope to see most of the activities and even help them out with some of the organization, because I would love to see a water plus robotics event. I still cannot picture it to be like, I cannot see how it would work. I guess they will have if it's gonna be like a water based game, a water based competition, we will see how it goes. I'm really curious how will they manage to, you know, make it work.
Well, they will gonna announce the season in some time, but before that, what are your opinions? What do you want to be the gameplay of the next season? Like, for example, there was this joke that was in our team that in the water season the robots will have some fishing rods and something like that. What are your opinions on this?
You wanna say something?
I need to think a bit.
I would like to see something that would make the robots, you know, find balance on a board on the water or something like this. A little bit like, it's, I don't know how it would be possible, but I'm thinking of something similar to the surf, like sports surf. It would be really hard for uh you know, for us or for the members to do this, but something that you have to keep a balance above the water. I I don't know how it would work. You'd have to protect your robots really really good. It would be a really, like, it would be not just a defeat but a complete damage to your robots if you lose balance. So yeah, it's not practical, but if you ask me what I would want to see, would want something like this. It would be really entertaining, but not so entertaining for the ones who are building the robots, just for the ones who are watching the games.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like something. I would like to see something like Sumo Bot, where they put all the robots on one arena, and it's the team. It's 2v2, and you have to push the other robots over the edge, and they get into water. And afterwards, they can turn to submarines and do something else.
But now a practical, like, let's say, let's be a little bit practical. Let's think a little bit like down to earth. It would be nice to see if they like want to make a game that will put accent on collecting trash from, you know, from the seas, like a little bit of environmentally friendly or environmentally conscious theme. That would be great. Of course, you have to change your whole concept of robots because it will be a whole different theme to make robots to collect some items put in the water. It would be a lot different. It will be a point that would change the whole competition, but it will be really smart and really creative to do something that, you know, actually would help. And it's a theme that is discussed right now about how to help clean our waters better and how can we put robotics in to help this situation, this problem.
Okay, so going back, I was wondering, what are some hardships that you stumbled upon during the season?
Do you
During
want
this season, in
Yeah.
particular,
Yes.
yeah, I have to say that one of the biggest struggles was balancing this work, school, extracurricular activities balance, because many of our members are in the 12th grade and they will graduate this year, and they have some difficult exams. Well, not necessarily difficult, but some important exams at the end of the road. And they also have to prepare for those. And sometimes not everyone can work the same amount. And that's definitely hindered some of our projects. We had to put off some stuff because of that, but we also had more opportunities, because being more mature and being more having more experience with other projects, it also helped us do some of our biggest projects. And this year for project was amazing. Our robot is now up to our expectations, and we are in the end everything turned out fine.
Yeah, as you said, as an individual, it was a little bit harder to, prepare for the exams. Some of us have exams for a specific university. Some of us took the SATs. Some of us just prepare for the final exam in Romania, which is also important for the university in Romania. And it is kind of hard to know how to organize your time, but I would rather say that the harder things were because we had so many projects and projects at a larger scale than the last season. It was hard to proper organize these events at the start. I can't say that they didn't turn out great. They turned out beautiful, every single one of them. Of course, it's my team. I will say that, of course. But I must say that even though at the beginning of them, like months before the event even started, you can see that they had some difficulties. Some of the members had some difficulties, and it was also hard from the senior members, let's say the ones who are in 12th grade, to let them figure out some things, because it is really important to make sure, from my point of view, it's very important to make sure that when you are gone and you're gonna be just an alumni and you're gonna help them with some information, yeah, but it's really important to see that they can manage on their own and they will not have any difficulties. So you can keep, the team can evolve, not stagnate. And it was sometimes difficult to not interfere that much and let them solve some things, even though they weren't the best way to solving those things, but they did. I was really proud to see that they did solve these things. They worked together, and now I can say that I don't believe that will be much of a difference if I'm gone, because they are prepared to take everything, or he or the others, they are prepared to take everything and teach the other people that are getting in the club the same things. So yeah, and for me it was to not interfere that much, even though they can have some difficulties, and the time management. And as a team, the organization for such events, it was a little bit difficult, but
we started in the summer, and
yeah,
we had time. We had the
Ye-
necessary time.
You mentioned your events. What is your favorite event you organized so far?
There is for me there is only one actually more answer, but if I had to choose one, that will definitely have to be our biggest like series of events of Inspire Moldova. Our main project involves now mentoring 12 teams in our neighbor country, and this event really pushed our limits into what we thought was capable of building as far as projects go. We had to mentor 12. We wanted, of course, and we managed to mentor 12 teams, now fully functioning teams that will next year compete against us, most likely. And we will be prepared, and all the driving we had to do, all the how to say
the magnitude of this project was...
Yes, the magnitude of this project was definitely the thing I liked the most. But I also liked the event where we modernized the shipping harbor, when we added the cameras and algorithms to detect where the ship would come and then when they go, when the people were needed. That was also so eye-opening, because I got to experience firsthand how the industry in this naval industry works, which is still very big in our country. And you want to add another one?
Yeah, well, so I will not repeat myself. I will not say the biggest project, because yeah, it was a really big project. The magnitude was a lot. It was something new for us as well, and it was hard.
And new
but-
for the whole country.
yeah, new for the whole country and for their country as well. And it was a really good feeling to feel that we have accomplished that. But
One more thing. Sorry,
Sure.
sorry.
No, let's-
Yeah, starting in the summer with this project, Inspire Moldova, was definitely very, very beneficial for us, because when we first went ahead and contacted person and we were looking for teams to mentor, we actually went like blindfolded in the Republic of Moldova, and we searched for anyone we could relate to and that would be interested in our project to start these 12 teams. And we found the right person, and from there on, we actually developed everything, and now we're seeing more and more teams wanting to get on with this. For this year, yeah, ByteForce was really, really glad to mentor all those 12 teams and keep mentoring them to provide aid, to knowledge, workshops, also physical and online. They are actually now, all of them are registered in the first platform and they're ready to go. The kits are on the way, and you'll most likely see some of them in nationals.
So
This
to
weekend.
sum up, even though the start was a little bit slow, after we met the proper people to collaborate with, the progress was amazing, and it actually was more than our expectations. Like the results are even greater than we expected, and we feel really accomplished to know that we actually made something that matters and that will stay in this other country. And I'm really grateful to have met so many people from Moldova. I have knew some people from Moldova, and I really like the people. They are like our brothers. So I'm really grateful to have met them, and I want to keep in touch with them even after I get out. I go to university, and I'll not be part of this team.
Yeah, but watch out, they might in a couple of years even pass us. They might be good challengers to our competition because they're really talented. Their FLL championship is one of the best. Even I wouldn't I would dare to compare it to the one here in Romania. And their passion really showed when we started doing FTC with them.
And they're lucky that they actually have a lot of institutions and programs that want to support such a competition, like the FGC competition. We have seen a lot of support from their behalf. Like in their country, there are a lot of programs or institutions who want to support such a competition, and so it has been easier for us to collaborate with these people because they want this. They really want this, and now that
Yeah, they needed like a spark.
Yeah, they just needed something to
a
start.
spark, some organization, some mentorship, and we being able to provide that was amazing.
Yeah, now we're afraid that indeed they will surpass us. Well, not afraid. I'm free to see how it will go, but they are going, and it's a really big progress for them. But to not repeat myself, I really liked our demo, the more demo, Mara
Scrimmage.
scrimmage. Yeah, sorry, the scrimmage. It was not because of the magnitude. It wasn't as big as this project, but I loved the way our team organized and how they collaborated with different firms and institutions. Everything went smoothly. A lot of firms and institutions came to our support. We had some support from one of the firms when we wanted to add the live. Yeah, sorry,
Live streaming.
live streaming, and we were really proud of the quality of this live streaming. There were some teams from across the ocean that congratulated us on the quality of the streaming, and some of them even compared us with the streaming from the official competitions from their country. And this just shows that a team can be capable of a great organization and great relationships with their sponsors, with the firms, with the institutions. And I love to see the whole the whole community of Galatz working together to create such an event. A lot of people from outside the FTC community came to see these competitions. We had little kids. I was there as an MC as well, and I was seeing in the crowd so many little kids that just wanted to see the robot even closer. Some of them asked me if I could get them a little bit closer to the field to see them or to talk with the drivers. They were feeling like it's a football, like imagine a football match. It was just like that. Those little kids really love this competition, and I hope that event actually helped some of the kids come or join our community and evolve in what will be the next drivers, the next mechanics, the next teams of the FTC community.
Well, while you talked about the event Inspire Moldova, you sparked my interest, and I was wondering what was the initiative behind the event?
Okay, I can start. In the summer, we had a lot of visits in our local schools, and one of our schools had a project where they invited the children from Moldova and to do little workshops, like like cultural exchange. And we happened to be at one of those events and present our robot. And the most interested children in our work were the children from visiting us. And we were really inspired by that. We saw a lot of potential, but unfortunately, when we started talking to them and we asked them, well, how often do you see robots in your country, or how often do you experience with such technology in your country? They often went silent because they didn't. Some of them didn't see these kind of opportunities before, and we realized that Moldova is the best place right now to go and inspire so many children because there is so much potential that hasn't been yet realized. And that's where we started. Afterwards, after that summer, we went ahead and contacted many institutions. Like I said, we tried to find some kind of support, somebody that would be interested in starting this FTC community in Moldova. And we find the perfect solution in the end, around like September, October, when we had our first visits in Chisinau. And after that, everything went smoothly. We had great workshops. We had almost 100 teachers that came from all over the country. They stopped lessons, they stopped university courses. They came to Chisinau, all of them in a very big hall. And for 8 hours, we had a non-stop workshop presenting presenting FTC. Yeah, the base, explaining everything. We were tired like I've never been before. Even the nationals almost compared to like going to regional competition. And after that, the teams formed. We helped them register. They got the kits. Now they're working, and that would sum it up. But of course, there are many things in the background. All the money we had to raise, all those opportunities we had to search for. Being in a foreign country wasn't that easy. But in the end, with all the funds, when we got all the funds, all the necessary stuff, we definitely achieved something great.
It's actually a little bit ironic, we said Inspire Moldova. To be honest, I don't think that we came to inspire them, but seeing them with such a passion and kids wanting this so much inspired us to try to take such a big leap. We didn't know if we were prepared for something like this, but their passion and their their eyes when they saw such a robot, such an event, made us want to do this thing for them and for us as well, because it was a great experience and we learned new things from this project.
Yeah, definitely.
And
New
it was
words.
yeah, it was really
new words, new types of food.
it was a cultural exchange as well, because we went to Chisinau. We saw how they do things there. We saw some great institutions that combine teaching youngsters, teaching students with the technology they have with new programs.
Yeah, they have it actually just introduced like an official school program when you do like when you're in high school. They have like an official course of 3D printing.
And
They
3D
have
modeling.
and 3D modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, teachers come in your school.
There
They
was
teach you 3D modeling for free, everything.
So we went to their lab, and there was a young teacher. He they wanted to present us to him. He was really nice, and at some point they just said, "Oh, and tell them about how this year we accomplished to put this program, this optional program for
like it's not even a program. It's like a subject.
It's a course.
It's a
course.
subject.
It's a subject. Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's an
full-on
optional
subject.
It's an optional subject for every school in the whole in the whole country, when they can choose to actually learn 3D modeling and 3D printing based on the structure that they promoted, and
Yeah.
it's now have been and now it have been approved. And he was just saying like, yeah, we did this. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like they were so casual about it, and they just told us that they want even more than that. And I think we got even more inspired from them that we did to them. It was a really great exchange.
Yeah, they also came to our country, like for the demo, for the scrimmage we just mentioned, for other
And for the region.
and for the regional, they come to our country. We have a great relationship with them. Every time we get in Galatz, it's a full-on party.
And actually, something really fun now, because it's just a discussion. This program had a podcast as well with a teacher that was really known in their country because he was really relaxed with their kids. He was a math teacher, and he was really relaxed with their kids, and he knew how to reach to the kids, how to connect with them. And at some point, they said, okay, now the final exams are coming. If all of you get good grades above, I don't know, I think 9, or I will dye my hair and my beard blue. And they did, like, they were so motivated by this thing, and they actually had great results, like one of the best results in the country. And he did dye he did dye his hair blue and his beard, and he became an image for all of the students and all of the professors and teachers. And he started this podcast with
the teacher with the blue beard.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Teacher, it was a really fun,
Very original,
very
fun.
original, and this is how you get to these generations now. It's I was impressed to see that people at that age, were so open-minded to do such things, because we don't even do such things. Like we weren't so extreme as he was, and he was a lot older than us, and he had such an open mind. I love that about them, and I think we can learn from them as much as they can learn from our community, and it will be a great plus for Romania and Moldova as well. If they join our competition, we can learn about the things they do, and they can learn about what we do, and we will be greater together. It's a plus for everyone.
Yeah.
Talking about inspiring, you won inspired the third place at the regionals. Congrats. Now from we know that our regional was second in difficulty and in points right after Bucharest.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on the regional and on the teams that participated?
You want to start?
I can start.
You can start. I'll let you.
Well, as far as regionals go, Bucharest was definitely the toughest one. I mean, they set their world record and it hasn't been beaten for like a month and a half, and that was incredible. The coordination they had there was incredible. But also our regional was quite interesting. I have to say that I was expecting higher scores, maybe, because we had a month more than the ones in Bucharest. And I don't really know what happened, that we didn't manage to break some kind of world record or some kind of record in our regional, although I was expecting to. Not necessarily our team, but all the great teams that are in Moldova. The results, the final results were also very interesting. It was everything very nice. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the largest regional, the most teams that took part in a regional. Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like there were a lot of teams there. But overall, it was quite nice. I'm expecting to see how the teams from the other regionals and what kind of what kind of new robots we will see, because they had more time to rebuild. Whereas we will probably stick to what we have right now and maybe perfect some autonomies. But yeah, that would my take. Interesting. Um, Maybe it had a lot more to prove, but we will represent our region better in the nationals. I'm sure of that.
Well, I believe it's important to say that the teams from every region had different tactics, because we cannot say that the tactics used in our regional were the same that they were used in Bucharest, and that maybe pushed some teams to use different tactics so they can, solve the match they had right then against another alliance who had the tactic that wouldn't allow them to have the best tactic. That would be a possibility for why it didn't work as well. The scores weren't higher than the one from Bucharest, but I believe it was difficult because not because there weren't scores as high. You can see that some teams were forced to not use their best tactic there and to change because they could maybe destroy part of the robot, or it was too risky to actually do it. And maybe we will see these tactics and even higher scores from the teams from our regional in the nationals, because we will be against other alliances from the different regionals, and we can see an improvement. I believe that we already have good tactics and we can make good scores. We just have to get the right circumstances.
I also have to say one more thing. Our original was definitely more surprising. I mean, in Bucharest, the usual suspects won. I mean, all the teams that were in the finals or teams that qualified were pretty well known in the community. They were known for having high scores. But in our original, we definitely had some underdogs that really had risen up.
We have to give a shout out to Cyberlist right now.
Yes, Cyberlist, our team that we mentored, had been incredible, winning Think One, like the prize right below us, and
like think about it. Think One for a rookie year is amazing.
Aren't you
And
afraid of them? Maybe they will qualify to the
if
international.
they qualify, I will be so
happier
proud.
than if I qualified.
Yeah, I would be so proud of them. Like, to see such a team improve. We had a workshop on Sunday about how to better finance your team, and they have a good robot. They had some issues in our workshop. They participated in our contest as well when they presented their team for potential sponsors. They had some things that they had to work on. They still have to work on, and I'm really glad that we saw these flaws and we helped them work on them and to be better prepared for the nationals. So I hope they took the advice from the specialists and they will implement it as soon as possible, hopefully in the nationals, because I think they are capable of so much more, and they already did so much to have in your rookie year. I think one, it's amazing. Like we didn't do that.
There are, I think, three.
We last year we had on the region we had Pink Free, and it was our wait 1, 2, 3, seventh. No, we had
Seventh.
seventh. Yeah, because we had our seventh in our seventh season. We had Pink Free, and in their first season they have Pink One. I just hope they do not get this accomplishment and get it to their head, and they just work more, because they still have some things to perfect. And I believe that when they're gonna perfect these things, they're gonna be a real challenge for any team from Romania. And I can't wait to have even Cyberlist on this podcast hope maybe with an inspire one at the nationals, who knows? And then it would be, I would be proud. I would watch that over and over if you'd have them on their podcast, because it is amazing. It is,
Yeah, they have quite a nice story. Yeah, they're very well organized.
like, it just appeared from nowhere, and they just, they showed what they got, and it's amazing. Like, think about it. Sorry, think about it. It's to have, like, if I would have said, bro, next year, Cyberlist from Panchu is gonna get Pink one. You would ask, who is Cyberlist?
There were no
Cyberlist. Like,
yeah, point me punch on the map. $200.
I had been asked, where is Pancho? They, like, think how much they evolved in a year, like less than a year.
Yeah, they get the kid like in October.
It's
They even
Shout
get-
out
amazing.
for Cyberlist for qualifying,
Yeah,
and shout out for you for
all
mentoring
the love
them.
from Cyberlist.
and
It's-
Dynamite.
and
They-
and they had judge and Dynamite as well. Our little team, like, they had judge award as well, and we are as proud as for Cyberlist, because they really tried and they really worked hard, and we like to say that working hard and getting experience is better than getting the biggest prize. It's not about the prize, it's about you doing something that you like and that it matters. So we are proud of all of the teams that we know and we helped and we've met.
and Pyramitae
And
and Ignition Union and yes, all of them. And all the
Maybe we'll
12.
qualify together, both teams.
yeah. So yeah,
So we're approaching the final. So one last final question. What is your advice for all the rookies team that are joining next season or this season? What would you advise them?
you want to start?
I have one advice. First of all, try something that has already been done and tested, because you can look up to bigger teams and try and not necessarily copy the robots, but inspire your version of the robot from others, because in the first seasons you might not get all the best ideas. You might have some outside of the box ideas that aren't quite mechanically sound, and as far as the robot goes, try and not do something very unique. Think about it, but also try something that has already been done. And as far as the organizing goes, try and find a good mentor or a person that will an adult person that can help you organize, because when you are in high school, you definitely aren't that capable of organizing such a big team from the beginning. It's going to be way harder, and you might even get some bad results in the end just because you weren't organized enough. So getting a mentor and studying other robots would be my biggest recommendation.
For me, it would be like in the first weeks, try and see where do you need more experience, in what domain. Because let's be honest, this competition is not just about the robots. Actually, it's more of the people than the robots. And see where do you need experience, maybe in organizations, maybe in funding, maybe in how to build a robot. And you can do that with the help of a team that has been in this competition for a while. And try, if they are willing, to learn from them, maybe through some workshops. And another thing that is especially for the core, like the people that will start a team, try and look for people, not just people that are already into robotics. Try and see what people are experts in some different domains, maybe in project management or funding, and try to lure them in, because they may get in love with this competition, and they may understand it or be even more implicated than the ones that are already into competitions like this. Like, from my view, where I wasn't really into this robotics competition at the beginning. I like to manage projects and stuff. It was amazing, and it was amazing from my perspective, not from not from their perspective, because I see it in a whole different way. Actually, I used it in my application at some point for the university where I analyzed how this competition works and conclude that this competition is actually a lot so similar to a competitive market. It trains even the people. Like, if you want, I can tell you just to make like a little bit of imagination game. Yeah, that's right, imagination game. You are in the market that you're competing with, let's say 140 different clubs that are making a product with the same outcome. You have something to do with this product, and then will be judged on the cost efficiency, on his efficiency, on the design, and different other parts, exactly like a normal product from a company. You have you are judged on the influence you have on the community, at the target group that you share with another 140, 160 other teams that are trying to get to the same target group. And you have to, you know, get in if you position yourself from different aspects, such as how many people you influenced on, or how many suppliers you have, how much funding you get, the originality of your project, exactly like in a competitive market. And this can all change depending on the different entrants that get in your community, or even the aspect that some clubs who are tied to some associations have, well, they create different clubs within the same association that try different approaches towards this product and towards their project. It is exactly what the big companies are doing when they try different, like they start different companies and try to get the same product and the same target group through different strategies of marketing, or at the base of their product. It is amazing how much you can learn from so different aspects. So I'm just saying that you should try to get as many people as possible in your team and see which people stick, which people get in love with this program, because it's not just about the robots, and they will also learn about the technical part. And actually, like yesterday, I don't know how, but it fits like a glove. Yesterday, I was watching the news, and at some point, one reporter said that now it's the workers, the employers, are looking for two main things, and just that. And you kind of need to have them both, even though it's not in your domain. You need to have some technical expertise and soft skills like public speaking or other skills that help you in the business domain. And they're looking for just for that. It doesn't matter which domain, they are looking for that. Those are the people who get the jobs. And I think this program is perfect for this. It helps you stand out, and is the perfect way to evolve.
Okay, thank you very much. This is for today's episode. We thank ByteForce for being here with us, and we'll see each other in the next episode.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you very
for
much.
having us.
Love for all, and again, shout out to all the teams that got into the nationals and the ones who don't. We love you all.
Good luck to everyone,
Good
and
luck. Yeah, good
may the
luck.
best team win.